Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this puffy tiered dress, perfect for frolicking in the fields this spring. And the best thing about it is that there's no fancy equipment or pattern required. But first, let's go over some basic hand sewing techniques. To thread the needle, pinch the end of the thread between your thumb and index finger and guide the eye of the needle onto the thread. To tie the knot, take the two ends and wrap it around your index finger to create an X. Pinch, roll, and pull. A running stitch is a basic technique that can be used to quickly join fabric together. Simply weave your needle in and out, being sure to evenly space the stitches. The closer the stitches, the tighter and more secure it becomes. You can also use the running stitch to make gathers. A backstitch creates a stronger seam, and as the name suggests, you will backstitch or poke the needle back down through the fabric directly where it came up from, and then continue forward, repeating the process. I use a flat fell stitch or a felling stitch to secure raw edges and hems. To reduce bulk, trim one of the seam allowances shorter than the other. Fold the larger seam over the trimmed seam. Pierce a tiny amount of thread from the outer fabric. Pull the needle through and then take a few strands of thread from the folded seam and pull. From the inside, you see two lines of stitches, but when you turn it around, the thread should be barely noticeable from the front. This dress is essentially made up of 3 rectangles that double in length with each tier for maximum twirlage. There are 5 pieces in total. The first tier is the bodice. To find the width, you can measure from your armpit all the way to your underbust, creating an empire waist dress. To find the length, I just wrapped the fabric around me and figured out what length would be comfortable enough for me to pull the dress over my shoulders with ease. Because the bodice will be loose-fitting, I created a channel for elastic to go through the top for a little extra support before I sew on the sleeves. The second tier starts from the underbust to your natural waist. However long your bodice piece is, tier 2 will be doubled that length. Tier 3 is your skirt piece, and again it's doubled the length of tier 2. The width is however long or short you want your dress to be. Here I'm using the felling stitch to finish off the hem. So now that you've got all your pieces, it's time to gather up tier 2 and 3 and sew them on top of one another. Then sew the ends together. And now you've got a strapless dress. For the sleeves, I just freehanded a bell-like shape and cut it as big as possible for maximum puffiness. Fold the edges to create channels for the elastic. Fold sleeves in half right sides together and sew.